Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of From Rags to Riches. So I just logged on and I want to show you our sales. So overnight this is what we sold. Here we go. Check this out. Boom. We sold, oh my god, I didn't okay, so I didn't even see these. So anyways, we sold 1.18 million overnight. So we're definitely doing well. Those are those critical runes that I had gotten. Some water resistance runes, air damage, price fin, sickly skin. This is stuff that we had farmed for, and this stuff I had also farmed for in Astrib, and a lot of runes. And then right after that I sold my Twitcher, which was the one range trophy, if you guys remember, because I'm changing up my set. So I'm selling that ancestral set, and I'm just doing like a different set because I want it to be more based on water damage, because if you guys remember with the incarnation, I'll show you actually. So the spell itself, like that hits, has a very low damage base, 7 to 8. So if it's 7 to 8, then it's more in my interest to get water damage instead of chance, because if I get chance, then even with 1000 chance that I had, I was not even hitting 100. But if I get like 100 water damage, then I can hit even more. So yes, I'll have a little bit less prospecting, but it's fine. Anyways, so then I sold that and that. So let's just go collect our comments from the bank. Let's see, maybe we sold something else that I haven't noticed. Let's check it out. Yeah, so 1.3 million plus my 100, so we're at 1.4 million. I'm going to go update all of my prices, and I'll figure out something to do, and I'll meet you in a sec. Okay, so I was just here in market looking at the runes to determine like which ones I want to crush for. Just whichever ones have the highest price, and goddamn, the prices have dropped like crazy. Like these fire damages, not even 100,000 per 100. They used to be at least 135. These here, they all used to be like 135. Look, this is for 10 you get 9,000 comment. Like, wow, the prices have dropped pretty significantly. So we're just gonna have to figure out which ones the prices have not dropped on, and I think these three resistances still look pretty good. You got air resistance at 175, water resistance at 175, and earth resistance also 175. I also have critical percentage runes that are an option. And maybe I could go for some like AP MP kind of thing, or even range, but those require actually getting a high coefficient, and it's like unsafe. So I don't know, I'll make a choice and I'll let you guys know. Okay, so what I decided is we're going to do those three types of runes, those three resistances. I picked out 2 items for each. So I picked out Jester Hat, which I'm going to do, I think, air resistance. I picked out the Day in the Knife, like Day in the Life, that's kind of funny. That one's also air resistance, obviously. Dragon Hammer, I'm going to be getting some water resistance out of. And no, that's what I just clicked. The Marisk Saber. My initial plan was to get water resistance out of, but looking at how high that critical resistance is, I'm going to check price after, and then I'll decide if maybe I want to do that instead. Sea Staff. This one I want to get earth resistance out of. And then the Rusky Hat I want to get also earth resistance out of. This one has 5 summons, so it's 5 summons, 7 damage, 7 heals, so the sync on this one is crazy. But I'm assuming it's going to have been crushed. So just real quick, I'm going to check the markets, make sure none of them are like dirt cheap in market. And if not, then I'll get to crafting them, and we'll see each other in the rune workshop. See you. Okay, so I was just looking at the market for this Maracas Sapper, and this is exactly what I don't want to see. So what I don't want to see is just a bunch of them at the same price, because what that tells me is that one same person just crafted a bunch of them and put them up in market, and if he crafted any more, then he would have just crushed those, like maybe tried it. So typically if I see an item like this, I'll avoid it, but just for the video I'm going to try it, and as we know from episode 4, sometimes I don't know anything I'm talking about, so so let's try this. Okay, I've bought all my resources and we're ready to craft. I start at exactly 1.4 million commons. I put the rest of what I had in here, which wasn't that much. So I started exactly 1.4 million. So this whole thing cost me basically, let's just say 1.4 million. 1.4 million. Why? I didn't think it would cost me that much, but it ended up costing me more because these were like 50. These were double the price in market. Like some things were a little bit more expensive. And I think I was being a little bit over ambitious. I didn't even have the commas left over to get this one. So we're only doing 5 items, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're only doing 5 items, not 6. And once we crush those, oh, we just sold that. That's nice. Anyways, so we're doing 5 items, not 6. And then we're going to put everything up in market and see where we'll go from there. So we're ready. Let's just check out the stats of the items that we got. So Jester Hat, we want to go for air resistance. Damn, we got the lowest air resistance. That kind of sucks. This one we wanted to go for earth. We got the highest. That's perfect. This one we wanted to go for air. So yeah, that's perfect. This one we want to go for water or critical resistance. Both of them are perfect. Damn, the stats on this are actually pretty solid. We have perfect lock, earth damage, pretty good critical resistance, water resistance. So I'm not sure, but I think I'll still do critical resistance on this one. And this one we want earth damage. We have like a mean value, a little bit on the lower end though. This is the only one that worries me, just because I don't like that 8% air resistance. Let me check out real quick fire resistance price, and then I'll come right back. So we're ready. Let's just check out the stats of the items that we got. So Jester Hat, we want to go for air resistance. Damn, we got the lowest air resistance. That kind of sucks. This one we wanted to go for earth. We got the highest. That's perfect. This one we wanted to go for air. So yeah, that's perfect. This one we want to go for water or critical resistance. Both of them are perfect. Damn, the stats on this are actually pretty solid. We have perfect lock, earth damage, pretty good critical resistance, water resistance. So I'm not sure, but I think I'll still do critical resistance on this one. And this one we want earth damage. We have like a mean value, a little bit on the lower end though. This is the only one that worries me, just because I don't like that 8% air resistance. Let me check out real quick fire resistance price, and then I'll come right back. Okay, back. So instead of switching to fire percent resistance, I just went and bought some air resistance runes, and I got my friend Vase to put them on for me. So now it's at 12, which is exactly what we want. Alright, so I'm not sure which order I'm going to do this in. I think we'll just go inverse level order. So we'll start with the lowest, which would be this one. So this one goes first. We're going for critical resistance. What did this cost me to craft? Let's check it out. So if we're doing quick math here, 25, let's say 65, let's say 80, let's say 100. So like 240,000 commas on this one. 240,000 commas. Every 100 critical resistance costs 50,000, so I need more than 400 to even break even. So I'm not so sure about this one, but fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Yeah, that's like a, well, I mean, I guess I just made back my commas. I didn't really lose much. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I just made back my commas, no problem. So this one we needed earth percentage resistance. How much did this cost me to craft here? Let's check that out. So this one was pretty cheap, I think I remember. The gleaming pebbles were 100, and then the rest 120. We can like say, let's just say like 130. I'm going for earth percentage resistance, so any sort of good coefficient, I think I'd make my comments back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This is not going well. This is not going well. No problem. Maybe one of these other items will save us. I'll actually leave this one for last because I kind of have high hopes for this one. But anyways, we'll skip to this one. This one actually cost me a lot more than I thought. It cost me like 300,000 commas. That purple fabric and like this sort of thing, they ended up cost me quite a bit. So it cost me almost 300,000 commas. Let's check this one out. So 12% air resistance. Fingers crossed, please. I need a win. 3, 2, 1. Oh, not bad. Okay, so here, we made a little bit of commas there. That was pretty good. Then we got this one here. So let's not forget, we spent 1.4 million total. So at the end, when I go check my resources, if I don't have at least 1.4, then we're in the loss. So then we got air resistance percent on this one. What did this one cost me? Let's check it out. So this was like 100,000. This was a little bit cheaper than that. It was like 150. So we'll say 250, and then plus this was 30,000, and then let's say with the rest of the stuff, let's just add it up to 300,000. So this one was also a $300,000, not dollar, sorry, comma item. But fingers crossed on this one. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, yeah. Well, we just made back our commas, no problem. Not really winning here. Not going so well, but this one maybe will make the difference. So this one cost me, the most expensive thing here is this, which cost me, oh no, I have to relog so I can't find it, but I think it just cost me like 300,000 commas. So 300,000 commas there, and then everything else is pretty dirt cheap. So we can estimate like 320,000 commas. And it crafted with perfect earth resistance, so maybe my luck is starting. Let's check it out. 3. I don't want to lose again. Alright, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Yeah, shit. Okay, so we started with 1.4 million. Let's see what we're at. Basically 1.4, but that's also including a couple resources. So we basically just made our comments back. That wasn't too good, but it's fine. We'll sell these runes and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so following that, not exactly a loss, but it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. So following that, I'm going to be going a little bit of a safer route just for now, while I don't have a lot of commas. I don't have that many, I think, I only have 300,000 commas. Some of those critical resistance runes we just made are selling. Hopefully they sell faster so we can build up more commas. But for the time being, I picked out 5 items that I'm going to be trying for a water percentage resistance. I'm going to try these 5 items, and then if any of them are promising, I'll recrush them a bunch. So they're low-level items. Pick the Elia Wood Cloak, the Dark Macroot, the Coral Ring. I also picked the Dramusty Belt, or Drasmuty Belt, and the Moon Hammer. So I'm going to try these 5 items. If any of them are promising, then I'll recrush them. See you in a sec. Alright, so here we go. They all cost me 150,000 commas, the 4 items together. Remember, we're not looking for insane profit here. I'm just looking for an item that has a decent coefficient, because these are all pretty cheap. So if I find one, then I'll craft it in bulk once I have the commas, and then I'll make money off that. But just for now, so we're going to try out this one first. So we're doing water percentage. I believe that's my focus. So water percentage, does this one have any? Not really. Like it had an okay coefficient, but it's just not worth it. How much did that cost me to craft, actually? If it was maybe dirt cheap, could be worth it. No. Borderline a loss there of like 5 commas. Doesn't matter. So this one, we're also going for water resistance. Here we go. This one cost me a little bit more, I think. Oh, 45. This one might be promising. What was the craft on this? So that one didn't cost me 17, it cost me 12. So let's say this, and this, 20,000, plus this, and this. Oh, like 30,000. Okay, I mean, we made 15k, but this one's not worth recrushing, definitely not. Then we got this one, and we got this one. I'll do this one first because it's just lower level. So again, we're going to do water percentage. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this one was pretty bad. What was that craft like? Yeah, I mean, the craft was pretty cheap. I kind of basically just made back my commas on that one. And this one, initially I wanted to do the water percent resistance, but now looking at that 10% critical, I'm hesitant. I'm not sure. I think I'll stick to water percent resistance, but if I had done critical, I don't know, that's also kind of tempting. I'm really not sure. I think I'll just do water percent resistance just so I can make a pack of 100 and sell these, just in case. But this one was pretty cheap as well, so I'm not so sure we'll get anything. But here we go. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah. We're having pretty bad luck today. So that all of it in total gave me 130. I spent 150, so a little bit of a loss there. Nothing major, but I'm kind of running out of commas here. I think you know what I'll do, actually. Wait. Okay, so we have one more wave that we're going to do in the video. This time I'm going for critical damage because I'm not having much luck in the other places today. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just think of things that like maybe other people won't think about. So I'm hoping people kind of neglect critical damage in the market. If you look at the price, it's actually 150,000 per 100. The regular damages are less, so I assume people focus on critical damage when they crush a lot less. So I picked out 5 items I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nelwyn Amulet and Nelwyn Cloak, those both give some critical damage. I also picked out the Kaiser, which is this, gives 10 critical damage. A Look-a-Beer Axe, Look-a-Beer, awesome. And a Dark Treaknid Root Wand, which I think has been crushed just because look at this. It's a level 67 item, but it gives 16 to 20 critical damage, which is quite a lot. So I'm going to go craft all this and we'll meet each other in the Rune Workshop in a sec. Okay, so we're finally ready to crush. I have my 5 items ready. I came to Brackmar this time because I've had very little luck in Bonta today, so I'm thinking maybe Brackmar is going to be my lucky city. So we have them ready. They're in reverse level order that we're going to crush them. But I kind of don't want to crush this one first because that's 20 critical damage. I'm going to leave that till last. So we're going to start here. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, basically nothing off this one. Oh no, I want to finish off with something strong. Come on, here we go. So 3, 2, 1 on this one. Yeah, both have been crushed to shit. Let's try this one, the Kaiser. 10 critical damage. It has 5 damage on it, so that should help with the sink. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Also been crushed to heck. Let's try this one. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. Also nothing. And let's try this one. No hope. All hope is lost. 3, 2, 1, here we go. What the hell? This one actually gave us something? What was the cost of this craft? So 25,000. Okay. Like 30,000. And then 60,000 profit. Okay. I think I can redo this one a few times. Okay, so I didn't want to leave it off like that, so I crafted one more item that I'm going to be doing. It's a little bit of a higher level item, so instead of doing a bunch of small ones, I'm going to do this one. It's not insanely big, so it is the Captain Scarlight's glove. We're still going on the critical damage here. This one has 15. So it has 15 critical damage. It got crafted like this, so I got lucky. So 15 critical damage. In total, it cost me so like 140, 170, to let's say 200, 230, like around 250, maybe 250 to craft. So we're going to try this one. Hopefully this one will give us something, something good, because we're lacking a little bit here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. What did I say? 250? Is that what I said? Yeah, so a little bit of a win, but nothing insane. Anyways, that's fine. So let's just go to our Haven bag and close the episodes for today. So yeah, as you guys might have noticed, we are having a little bit of a hard time with crushes now. I think what's going on is a lot more people are getting into crushing. If you'll notice, like for example, the price of the runes in the market, that has dropped, and there are a lot more people going on crushing. People are messaging me that now they're getting into crushing. I'm not saying this is all because of me, but it just seems like people are getting more and more into crushing currently. So which is making my job a little bit harder, but it only means that I have to be more creative. So now that I know this, for next episode I'll be prepared, and I'll make sure I go out of the box and don't pick standard items to make sure that we really capitalize off of crushing. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time for episode 7. Peace!